Hello. Hello. Let me just tweet out and make sure I got chat up on my screen. I was kind of worried because I thought my laptop died today. It did not. I can see you guys. Hello. Hello, Squid. Hello, Corn. Hello, Nubovic. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Badoko? Minecraft Live soon, aka the update announcement. Yes. Are they showing up mixed? Are they showing up mixed in with your worlds again? They're showing my friends' worlds, which is very intrusive. Minecraft Live soon, aka Marketplace announcement. Yeah, there's going to be a section where they talk about the marketplace, right? I mean, it's kind of standard, unfortunately, but my biggest hope is that it's actually live this year. That's, that would be nice, Mojang, to make your actual live event live. When was the last time Minecraft Live was live? Was it because I remember Caves and Cliffs, they done a segment where they pulled up the tweets of people's responses to the announcement of the cave update, so it was obviously live. 1.19, was that live? Who cares, honestly? 1.19 was a disaster. Did you see the Ore UI crafting and Anvil UI? I did. I didn't look too much into it, but I'm not a fan of what I've seen so far. I don't really see why they changed those UIs in particular. I mean, they don't really need to be changed, in my opinion. The containers, like chests and stuff, sure. But crafting table and anvil, I don't really see it, Let's see a bit. How's this? Am I closer to the mic? How do I feel? I doubt it'll be live, but I hope they do a live Q&A section. Just something, man. Again, yeah, I don't mind if it's not, the entire show's not live, because I realise, that takes ages to prepare for, and practice and stuff like that. But, a section. Yeah, sorry that I was too close to the mic. I might have burned your eardrums. My bad. My bad for being British as well. I'm sorry. But yeah, I didn't expect them to talk about Minecraft Live today. I mean, they didn't really say much, but the fact that they've already spoken about it, it's in the air and they're preparing for it. So what does that tell us? That tells us that they're starting to record it, because it's not going to be live. So they're starting to record it. I don't think they've made a part of the next drop. I think they know what it is, but I don't think they've started work on it. I think they'll come next week. Right? Obviously they know what the next drop is, but I really doubt they've started working on it now, But yeah, how you guys been? It's been 6 days since I last streamed. It's been a few days. I'm more interested in the actual in-game UI changes. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see them actually in-game. That'd be nice. Have them actually in-game. I feel like they should be experiments. Hey Sella, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, or welcome back. You like the Ferris wheel? Yeah, it's really nice. It's a landmark. It's probably the first thing you see, because spawn's over there. So I'd imagine, literally, since you spawn in, you would see that, and then maybe the Big Ben. They're taking too long with the UI. Yeah, it's been 5 years, 6 years. Literally since the beginning of Bedrock, they've been working on it. I'm pretty sure, because Bedrock just didn't, because of how Bedrock was, it didn't look right, But I want to have it actually experience it in game, because But yeah, I've been good. I've been busy on the world. You may have seen a screenshot I posted. There's some houses. Wow, isn't that crazy? Whether they should just go all in or stop or make it optional, I don't know. They've got to be so careful with the UI because my tea's too hot. Because it's just one mistake and it could really like damage the game. But I mean, this is what Mojang does, right? They're always very careful. They're terrified. Should they be? No, I want to say. Like, I can live with this. This crafting table, I'm assuming they're not touching this. This, I can, like, why? Why change that, you know? But changing this, sure, you know, like, okay. There's some things they need to change and there's some things that they don't need to, you know? This, like, this would be nice to be changed. What could you do with this? I honestly would remove the hammer because it doesn't make any sense. There's not a hammer in the game. I don't know. Mojang often get in the habit of changing things when they don't really need to be changed, like the shelf. That makes me segue into the next topic that we'll talk about. In today's snapshot, the shelf got fixed, as far as I know. I've not tested it out because, again, it's not on Bedrock yet. I don't think it's on preview. They got a preview, but it wasn't changed for some reason. Uh, Again, Mojang, where's the communication with each other? Like, what are we doing here? But as from my understanding, it's a lot better than it was. It's still different to how we originally had it, but like the items actually look good. Like in my mind, I think they're still smaller, but they're bigger than they once was, which is good. I don't know if banners work properly now, so I'm kind of worried about that. But for me, the shelf, like up until before the shelf got announced, I wasn't really excited for the drop. Like, oh, okay, couple got them, sure. I mean, it looks cool, but I need to figure out how to incorporate it into my world. But I was like, there's nothing really that's grabbing my attention. With the Happy Cast drop, it was instantly okay. I love this already because it's the Happy Cast. But with the Copper drop, I was like, I don't really use copper that much. Um, but the shelf like revived it for me, and when they busted it that one week, I was like, why? Why? Well, if they just added optional UIs, I wouldn't mind that. But I'm more using shelves for like a building perspective. I'm not really using it for like redstone. I don't really care about the redstone aspect. I'm more just building. Like I've got so many ideas. But yeah, we've done a few things on the world since the last stream. One of those things is flower beds. Now, if you've been watching streams for a little bit, we had flower beds before, but they looked pretty. By the way, I have stick drift on my controller, so if I slowly do that, that's not me doing it. It's really it's really bad. It's getting really bad. But yeah, we've changed them, so they're a lot safer. Question: are you going to be able to fit the factory into the gap near the greenhouse? I don't think so. I don't know what I'm doing with this area. I'd have to think because I haven't touched this area, barring the lighting that I've done with the moss carpets. I've not touched this area in like 2,000 days. I've neglected it for like that area and that. But I have to kind of like figure out my stance on factories and if they make sense for the village. So we'll see. But yeah, so the flower beds have changed. They're no longer like bushes and then the flowers in the bushes. They're protected, so you can't walk through them, right? Because it didn't really make much sense for, to be able to walk through them. So there's deep slate, obviously, and you got flowers, you got grass, bushes, and stuff like that. If you have stick drift, you can try spraying a can of electrical contact. I could do that. If you have... Oh, I already read that, I'm stupid. Rather than having a noisy factory, yeah. The ender flashes are so interesting. Yeah, I'll talk about those because I have an interesting theory about what those are. But also, you may notice, look, more houses. Oh my god, this took so long. I actually hurt my finger getting all the resources, but we've done the exterior, except the top windows. But you'll notice it's all pretty much done. We've run out of flowers to use, so you'll see that we're now going to be using saplings for future houses. We've now officially run out of placeable flowers in pots. We've used them all, fun fact. But yeah, so to like get an up view, yeah, it's peak. There's a lot of room left over here. We can put one house here, I think. And then like a few here. I need to figure out what I'm doing with this land. Maybe another fishing area. But we'll see. Are you putting light sources on? Yes, we're using glowstone. We are buying glowstone with emeralds. Ender flashes mean they are working on the end update. BTS, they're not slick. I don't know. I'm very cautious and very anxious. If you've been following me for long, I always say this. Whenever Minecraft Live approaches, I'm always anxious because of what the drop is that they reveal. From my understanding, the initial Happy Ghast reaction was good, so I was like, okay, that's cool. But I'm always worried about how the community will react and what the drop is. If it is an end update before the combat update, I will riot. Not purely because... Hi, Sophie. Welcome back to the stream. Not purely because... Haha, funny offhand meme, lol. It's the fact that the end update cannot work if both systems have different combat. It's just stupid. Because in an end update, you're, I'd imagine, adding 3 new mobs, an armor set, I'm guessing, an enchantment, revamping the dragon fight. All of them, every single one of them, have combat involved in some way. All of them do. And depending on what it is, like the armor, offhand. So you kind of need... Now, they could... They shouldn't do this, Mojang. They could do a 1.9 and put both updates into one. If they did that, that would be suicidal. Like, because my biggest gripe of 1.9 is that you had 2 of the most outdated systems in the game, combat and a dimension. Maybe the Nether was more outdated, but, I think people were still relatively okay with the Nether at that point. Like, they weren't crying for a Nether update back then. It was more caves oriented. But you've got 2 outdated systems. One of them suffered. The end part of 1.9 suffered. Because they tried to appeal to both fan bases, and the end update suffered. This time, the combat update would suffer. I think having the combat update first is the best thing. I agree. Two very important things that needed to be update got combined. Yeah. I wonder how many people would get upset if they got rid of the cooldown mechanics. Let me just say, I would not care if they added it. Because doing this is not fun. It's just not, I'm sorry, it's just not fun. I can understand why it's annoying, but spam clicking is just equally annoying. There's no, like, you guys see it, right? Even on the world, but in hardcore streams, I will be in a situation where I'm surrounded by like 3 skeletons. I kill them all. I shouldn't. I should die 90% of the time in those situations, but I don't because I can spam click and hide behind a shield. That's it. That's like, other than that, if it was like Java, I'd be dead 100% of the time, and I still wouldn't have been hardcore by now. I'd still be on it. Right? So, like, it's going to get removed because it's the biggest gripe, I think, with 1.9. Combat, at least, ignoring the end stuff. Combat-wise, it is the biggest gripe. But not for me. The biggest gripe for me is, fun fact, the regeneration that both versions have. They're both shit. they're both terrible, and they both need to be changed. Not one of them doesn't need to come to the other one. They both need to be changed. You'll notice, by the way, with the attack cooldown, I sometimes play that I have the attack cooldown. When I'm killing the iron golems in hardcore, I'll do like this on the pillar. Like, I've trained myself to play with the attack, even though I've never played Java 1.9. I played like 1.3 or something. I never played with 1.9. I've trained myself to sometimes do it. It's really weird. It's really strange. I don't know how I feel about it. But again, I'm not moving. Nice stick drift. I wonder if I can stick drift to my house. That'd be really interesting. But like, the regeneration on Bedrock is so broken. And on Java, it's also so broken. On one version, you hide behind a corner for 10 minutes. On the other version, you hide behind a corner for 2 seconds. It's just not intuitive at all. Do I think the next drop is combat related? Yes. I'll say it right now. I believe that the winter drop is combat related. Am I going to go into it praying that it is? No, because I'm going to get disappointed, because it won't be. Does that make sense? I think it will be, but it won't be. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But, we'll see. We'll see. But over here, we've also changed the flower beds, so they have wither roses now and the eye blossoms, because obviously the area that it's in, you know, right next to the Nether Portal and Witch Tower, it kind of makes sense. And then white flowers, a sign of like, I don't know, respect or something, I don't know. Red and blue, Pokemon reference, maybe? I don't know. If it's an end update, I'm really concerned because I have this like sizzling hot take that I know a lot of people not like me saying about the end update. And if the next drop is the end update, that take will come true. It could be something new, seller. It could be like a new mob. It could be biome updates. So like going back to the mob and biome votes because they still haven't added all those. Now we know that mob votes get recycled into blocks or completely revamped, so not every mob is coming back. Glare. Tough column. But, unpopular opinion, but I don't want an end update right now. I want a Wither Sky one. I do too. No, I do too, completely. I agree with you. My sizzling hot take about the end update, we don't deserve it. The end should never be updated. Why do I say that? Because every single day I go on Twitter, that's where the statement ends. Every single day I go on Twitter. No, every single day I go on Twitter and there's people that are like, I want the end update to be this, and this. And they list 5 new ores, a butt plug Ender Dragon, a fucking new block that is like anti-gravity or something. Like really outlandish features. And it's like, if like your vision of the end update is not going to be the end update. It's just not going to be it. Like, let's be realistic. You are imagining a false update. It is not going to happen. You're not getting Enderite. You're not getting a new Pearl. You're not getting female Enderman. It's just not happening, right? It's just not. And like, no matter what Mojang does for the end update, it's going to get ridiculed to shit. Because the Never update was so good. That's not me being sarcastic. 1.16 was the best update. It was so good that people have this messed up like, the end should be this as well. No, first of all, they're never going to do that because the Never update really fucked with Mojang's psyche. And they almost burnt out because of how much they put into the Never update. You will never, ever see an update like that again. Ever. Okay, the butt plug and it was just a random thing, like it wasn't I'm not saying I want but you know what I mean, right? What I'm trying to say is people have a messed up idea of what they want the end to be, and it's just not going to happen. The Mojang already know what they want to do at the end. They already do. It'd be stupid for you to not think that they don't. They do. They know what they want to do at the end. But let's be real here. So I'm just saying that when the first snapshot comes out of it, it's going to get ridiculed to hell. And there's no other system in Minecraft or aspect of the game that has that same treatment. Combat? No. Farming? No. Mobs? No. Not a single other thing of Minecraft is going to be ridiculed like that, like the end update will be. You thought 1.9 was bad. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. At least with combat, they have a baseline to work off of. Like, they know. What was it? Jeb was working on the PvE aspect. Not PvP, it was PvE now. Like, he finished with the PvP part. And it was just, like, environment and stuff. And mods are based on the Never update. They are, Badoko, because... Listen, modders, you're great, but you will never, ever be able to hold a candle to what Mojang can do. So just... I'm sorry, like, I love modders, but... Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm not gonna say anything more. I'm not going to say anything more, but it's just like, I don't know. We need to, as a community, this is coming from me, who thought that yesterday's picture was a teaser. Okay, so I may be hypocritical here. We need to temper our expectations a little bit. Just a smidge. Just a little smidge. Now, I'm not saying that we should not be expecting the best of Mojang. We should. But we need to, at the end of the day, understand that these people are people, like they're humans, right? So it's like, we can criticize them without being absolute cunts. And I remember, what was it? Hang on, someone's arguing outside, I think. Um, what was it? I was talking about criticism the other week and how it's just like, this is not the way to go about it. And I tweeted about shelves, and people were like, but here you are, criticizing them. And it's like, what do you mean? I'm not engagement farming. I'm reposting a um, feedback post. I'm talking about why it's bad. I'm not crying about it. That is how you criticize Mojang, not crying on Twitter, being like, "This is terrible. I'm not going to tell you how to fix it, but it's terrible," and you get 20,000 likes. I would rather get 800 likes by just talking about how it should be changed and why it's bad. And look at that. Funnily enough, by doing that, the shelf got changed. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? If you actually criticize something properly, it is more likely to get fixed. Wow. Wait, why is it still on? Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's okay. It's not bad. Never mind. It doesn't use the bone meal, I don't think. Hey, Crafts. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. I wonder how the Mojang devs feel about the echoing voids because it low-key sets expectations. I don't know. The echoing voids is really interesting because can it work? I'm not talking about just the end, but the stronghold. Can it work in? I don't know. Because this is a huge stronghold, is a huge structure in dungeons. But it is canon. The Echoing Voids is canon. I've never played it either, but I watched a friend make videos on it. I'm so sad for that teaser. Yeah, so let me talk about that. I genuinely did believe. I don't think I'm going to get anything done today. I think we're just talking today, so I hope you guys appreciate that. We're literally just running around talking. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. But I feel like talking and yapping, so we're going to talk and yap. But I genuinely believed. I wouldn't tweet it if I didn't believe it. I genuinely believed that it was a teaser because one, the the beach teaser was still unanswered. We still, I think, don't know the answer to it. I don't think it ever got answered. And it was on the beach, and it was like, I know a part of it was funny, like, haha, look, guys, you can't find treasure, lol. But my thought process was, haha, guys, look, this guy can't find treasure, but if you craft something with 3 copper, or whatever the crafting recipe is, and an echo shard, you can make a metal detector, or whatever, and be like, look, guys, you can now find treasure easier. No one would make it. It's like the spyglass. No one would use it, but it's quirky. Turns out, no. Turns out it was a bait, and I fell right into it, and it meant absolutely nothing. Isn't that great? I love when the media. I don't think the media team understand what's going on in Minecraft, because that minecart stuff was not the base game's minecart. The beach teaser obviously looked like a hint, and it wasn't. Now, a part of me was like in despair when it was like layer time, and I was like, wait, we're not seeing anything else. But then Minecraft Japan posted something about beaches as well on Twitter. Fun fact. I don't know if anyone knew this, but they posted something, and I was like, oh, wait, okay. Surely. Nope. I hate this drop so much. Yeah, they didn't add green fire. Unlucky. But I don't think people said to me, "Oh, well, maybe it's a teaser for the winter drop." I highly doubt it is. Highly. Let me know if the sound is too loud. By the way, for me it's fine, but let me know if like the piglins and redstone's too loud. I thought initially the teaser was to do with archaeology. That's what I thought. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, let me wait a minute for these items to funnel through. Wait, why are you on still? Stick drift is really bad. Copper fire is this drops pale pumpkins. That's is it that serious? I don't know. The beach teaser related to what then? I don't know. I have genuinely. I think it was just a miscommunication. Like, was it teasing copper tools? Was it teasing the copper golem in sand for some reason? I don't know. Was it just being quirky? I think they didn't do green fire because that's not the next fire they're planning. I think they're planning purple fire for the end. Copper chest? Maybe. Yeah, it could have been a copper chest actually. Someone said that you could be digging up copper on the beach. Again, maybe, but beaches aren't notorious for copper. Like how Badlands are notorious for gold. Yeah, I wanted it since the 1.17 update teaser and Minecraft Live where they showed copper. It makes me happy that other people aren't getting what they want. I've posted for 500 days about a feature. So now you guys can feel my pain. 2 dried ghasts. How common is it actually? It's not that common. 4? Okay, never mind. 3? Bloody hell. The literal update after they added a new fire didn't add a new fire. That would have made sense. Okay, so we're doing this for leather. How much leather did we get? 16. Okay. Almost a stack. Keep going. We need a stack of item frames. More trading. 1.17 was longer than 500 days ago. Sophie, I've not seen you post about this for 5 years. I don't know. I just think that was probably like their every drop they have a mistake. You know, Pale Gardens was Pale Pumpkins. Happy Ghast was the Vibrant Visuals only coming to one version, and Happy Ghast being completely broken upon release. Now, I'm just saying, there's a chance that they don't fix the Copper Golem. Because just of how they treated the Happy Ghast, there's a realm, no, like pun intended, that they don't fix it until it releases. I think it's unlikely because we're now transitioning to bug fixes, and there's like 4 weeks left, and like pre-releases and release candidates. There's no way that they don't fix it. This fucking stick drift is so bad. Can I do this? Yeah. I'm still waiting for the villager rebalancing. Yeah, the experimental stuff. I don't understand where they are with that. End update touch Java vibrant visuals. It's interesting that they implemented it in the game. Like it's not a setting; it's actually in the game. The end flashes. I do think, and let me know what you guys think about this theory. I do think the flashes aren't storms. I think they're dragons dying. I think because when the dragon dies, it like releases a bunch of like light that I think is bright enough to see from a long distance, like tens of thousands of blocks away, which I think the flashes are away, like that distance from you. And I think, like similar to stars, how we look up at the sky and see stars, we're not seeing them blow up, like explode. They've already exploded like billions of years ago. These dragons have died hundreds of years ago. Right? But the theory that does, Bradoka, you bring that up, the theory that cracks that is it being a weather toggle. I think it'd be lame to be a weather system. I think it'd be cooler for my idea. I'm biased, but yeah, I think it'd be so cool if it was I forgot about this. Fuck. I think it'd be so cool if the dragons were dying. Doesn't need to be to like people, just dying, you know, or whatever made the dragon extinct, like an extinct species, the last dragon in the world, you know. I think that'd be so cool. Craft, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. I think, and obviously, like, you could be like, well, why is the dragon. Why are you not seeing the dragons disintegrate? Because that's what happens when obviously you kill the dragon. It slowly dissolves into pixels and, you know, fades away. I just think the light is so bright that you just don't see it. Like it happens during the light, like that flashes, but you just don't see it because it's a massive light of life. Do you have a YouTube channel? I have a VODs channel. I don't have a YouTube channel now. I'll probably never do YouTube. But do I think this is some kind of end update? I hope. Again, for the reasons I've outlined, I really hope not. I really, really hope not. I'm not gonna like if we do get an end update, I will be happy. I will be, but I'm not gonna be like, yay, like like really, like oh my god, wow, this is amazing. Because in the back of my mind, I'll still be thinking like this isn't the right time for the end update. And Mojang are clearly doing this for attention and pressure by the community. It sounded very different from yeah. I don't know if this was it, but like my voice changes pitch mid talking. It's very weird. Without me doing anything, it changes mid pitch. There's like a literal like name for it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that could be it. I'm not sure. Please don't be like overly excited ever again. Yeah, like I might just be depressed forever. I think my British accent helps that a lot, so we'll just be depressed about everything from now on. But I mean, like, I've been waiting to kill the dragon because of the end update. So, whatever the Minecraft Live is, after the next Minecraft Live, no matter what, the dragon dies. Did you see Simon tweeted about submitting his final counter offer to Hightail? I didn't, Badoko, and I don't mean to sound like a dick. It's really sad what happened to Hightail. It is, and it's really bad that Minecraft doesn't have competition anymore. But I don't really care about Hightail. I never really did. I think them being like, "Here, guys, this is what we're doing every 4 years," and not giving us like actual gameplay or letting us play the game was a bit scummy. That could be Riot's doing because Riot, you know, I know Riot had some like major involvement with it. I'm sorry, I just don't care. Like, I wish all the best, and it sucks. It does. It like there's no understating what like the loss of what happened to Hightail, but we could get our first look at the winter drop next Tuesday, just like with the summer drop. It is likely. It is likely we could see something. Um, I do want to declare as well. I talk about this like every time Minecraft Live is coming. No, I will not be talking about the leaks. I won't share them unless they are publicly known. I won't talk about them. If they're in like a small marginalized part of the community, I will. All I'll say is there are leaks. They're online. Go find them. It's not my job to talk about them. If the Discord server Minecraft TBH is not allowed to talk about leaks until it is publicly known. If you talk about the leaks without me knowing, like without coming to me first, you'll be banned. That's just how it is. I don't appreciate like I just don't appreciate it. It's just so dumb, especially if it's the end. If it is, because I'll know about the leaks, right? I always do. Someone tells me, or I'll find them out. Someone always comes to me. Like I think, obviously the Pale Garden drop was leaked to me. I knew about the summer drop, that there would be a rideable mob. That was leaked to me. Someone told me about that. But if it's an end update, especially, I'll say it is not. Period. It is not allowed to talk about. Like there is not. No. I don't care if it's widespread. It is not okay to talk about in a Discord server. Do you know something about the winter drop? I don't. I'll tell you. I'll tell you now. Craft, I'll tell you now. I know nothing about the winter drop. I would tell you if I knew something. I wouldn't say what it is, obviously, because it's not my job. It's not my job to make it widespread. You know. Can you answer? I don't want to see the leaks whilst making sure nothing leak bad going on the leak channel. I would advise you to mute the channel. I'll obviously keep an eye on it. Are the leaks banned? Even in the leak? Yes. Until the banned period. Unless, again, unless they're widespread. Now, that could be a vague term, but I know when something's widespread. If it's widespread enough, I'll be like, go ham, right? But on day one, no. Sorry, go talk about it somewhere else. There are people in the Discord server that don't want to be spoiled by the update, and I have to protect them first. So it may suck, right? What's hitting me? Can you leave me alone, please? God, what update did they change magma cubes hitting you? They used to like constantly on Bedrock. They used to constantly bash you into next week, but now it's like not happening. Whoever fixed that bug, whoever like at Mojang fixed that, I love you. I love you. Please like sign my offhand. Yeah. I don't know. If it's a combat update, which hand is your offhand? My right hand. But I do use both pretty regularly. I would say I'm I used to say I was ambidextrous, but I don't think I am. Because I can't write with my right hand. I can't write with my left either, to be honest. Oh, God. Dude, my handwriting's terrible. But if it's like... If it's a combat update, I might be like, go ham regardless. Because the combat update is such a big thing in the Discord server that like it's such a big part of my brand that I can't contain that, you know? Because again, actually no, the counter, the day 528 of, you know, asking ends the minute I see it in a preview. I have to physically open preview and put a torch on my offhand. Then the counter stops. The summer drop leak actually was pretty wrong. It got a few things right. It said that there'd be a flying tameable mob that likes snowballs. Okay, yeah. It lives in cold biomes. No. It's a bird-like mob. No. It drops players. No. There was a what was it? Do you guys remember seeing the leaks about like stone chests? Not like the concept art, but like someone made a leak that we'd get like new chest types and stuff like that. It was the trials, the new trials. Those were terrible leaks. Terrible in the sense of like they just looked really bad. They just looked terrible. One of the leaks, like leaked images, the end. Yes, like there was you were in the end ship and there was like a vault with like a PNG. I'm not kidding, of an Enderman plastered on a mob spawner, and then one of the images was like some like chandelier-esque thing, like gold chains. I think it was some gold item, and it was like that's from dungeons. That's literally from dungeons. Like, if you're gonna make leaks, at least be like, you don't even need to be competent competent. You don't even need to. I can't fucking speak. You don't need to be like smart. Just know what you're doing. Just know that, if I put a sponge in an image and color it purple, people aren't going to believe that. You know. It was from a mod. That's what it was. It wasn't Dungeons. It was from a mod. Yes, you're right. It was from a mod. I remember back in 2023 when I started working on Minecraft News, there was a leaker called Dangioni. Yes. See, he wasn't bad. He was good. I jokingly made fun of it by like using random images with the massive watermarks all over it and taking bad photo of it. Yeah. I don't know if that portal actually is a portal. I'm kind of like nervous about it being a portal because of like, if it's a sculk dimension, it's just gonna be arse, bro. Like, no one asked for a sculk dimension when we have a whole biome to it. That's like making a Crimson Forest dimension. If it is a dimension, my theory is that it's something the Warden is protecting. That the dimension is pure and Aether-like, not completely like the Aether, but Aether-like heavenly. Because people will say, oh, they don't need to do that kind of dimension. They don't need to do a sky update because the end is that update. No. Who said that? What? Because Notch said that 25 years ago? No. The end is not the sky. It is not the, like... What, you're telling me the clouds are secretly Endstone Islands? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yes. Like, no, of course not. I think it's an agency. I did read that, but I didn't respond to it, but I will now. I'm kind of worried about how they react. If it is a portal, how do you activate it? It can't be some like Soul, Flint and Steel, or like esque like Soul Fire Charge or wait a minute. Oh, okay. Whew, I thought they were killed. It can't be that, right? Right, Mojang? You're not gonna just retexture the Flint and Steel and be like, yep. Like, that just wouldn't make any sense. I'm still here, by the way. Guys, I'm just checking something. Let me know what you guys think of the stream, by the way. Um, I know I'm talking a lot, but there's a lot to talk about, right? Uh-oh. No, I was just texting someone. My throat is on the verge of dying, though. Oh, I didn't show this. God damn, my fucking stick drift. You didn't have a name, do you? Jack Skellington? Crackjaw? Bone Master? Scraps? Skeletor? Wait a second. No name? No, okay, they just don't have any names. Fuck. Well, shit. You could see the end of the world, but you'll never see an iron golem place a poppy on a copper column. Yeah, there isn't, is there? It does happen, Craft. Like, if you watch Waddle's video, he does do it. Like, it just, like, happens naturally. Where did the Iron Golem get the rose? I have no idea, but yeah. If you remember, Corn, obviously Bone Master was one of these names were suggested to me, so all of them have been named. Bone Master might have been the one or one of them in this pen, and they were in this pen. I think no, they were either in this pen because they spawned in here, or I took them in here because they were trapped in a hole, so I rescued them. Dimensions are so interesting because it to add a new ore, it has to be because it contains something that doesn't fit into existing dimensions. Exactly, exactly. The thing is, how do you do a new ore? Because copper, okay, like they've got they added it purely because they wanted to have a tick box next to copper tools, right? Let's just say how it is. It was a filler feature because people asked for it for like years, right? Let's just admit, right? It serves no purpose. It is a worse iron. As like, why would you make it, right? Why would you enchant it, right? Um, it looks cool. Copper horse armor looks the best in my opinion. Um, Like they look. Don't get me wrong. Like I love orange, so I love the way it looks. But how do you do the next tool set? Simple. Um, Diamond is just upgraded. I didn't say ore. I know you didn't say ore, but I'm just saying in general because obviously, unless they do like amethyst tools, right? What should the next drop be like amethyst based? That'd be interesting. But like, unless I don't know. Because you really can't do a tool higher than netherite. You can't. It's only been like, how long has it been since the Nether update? I don't know. 2019, 2018. Any name suggestions for the full drop? Something with friends, I think, like copper friend, because I think defeat like they'll advertise copper golems as being like your friend and your companion. So like you'll, I don't know, I don't know, but I do think this drop will not see a panorama or a music disc or a painting. It should have. I would love for it to have a painting, like a Iron Golem giving the Copper Golem a rose, but I don't think it will be. I was surprised when they revealed Copper. I can't remember my reaction. I think I was initially like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" when I saw like lightning rods and stuff. The Clanker drop, that's crazy. The Wireback drop. I love that people are so like terrified of like robots taking over the world. I've always said, boil the kettle and just dump it on a robot. It's dead. It's just like just give it a shower and it dies. Why are we so terrified of these things? You know. Similar to me, when I have a shower, I die inside. I don't. I actually take regular showers. But the point is, like, I don't know. Are golems robots? Obviously, a snow golem isn't a robot. I know in the Minecraft movie, the Iron Golem moves in like a mechanical way. Copper Golem probably is a robot because Metal cop. Yeah, but if that makes the cop if that makes the copper golem a robot, then iron golems are robots as well because it's iron. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're like teaching us about AI overreach in Minecraft. Maybe that's the next lesson. First it was endangered animals, now it's AI. I see what you're doing, Mojang. I see what you're doing. Could you imagine if the copper golem got like overwhelmed by like items and stuff and didn't know where to put what in chests and just blew up? Like short circuited and just blew up and then like became a statue. Amethyst need a polished block variant. Amethyst need a lot. Amethyst needs to be involved with enchanting. When he announced the Copper Golem for the first time, Agnes teased us about the upcoming features. I thought it was the glare, but it was just yeah. I thought it was the glare up until Mojang said we're not adding any more mob votes in this drop. I think the magical creatures, the golems, yeah, yeah, I guess so. I thought this drop was going to be mob vote losers. Boy, was I wrong. Anyway, I have yapped in your year. Your year? That's kind of disturbing. I've yapped in your ear for an hour. My voice is slowly disintegrating. You're not going to add the windows on the top part. No, we'll do the. My plan is to do the bottom interior and then the top interior. But yeah. Thank you guys for mostly listening to me. I don't know if you guys enjoyed that. I just wanted to talk. I was kind of like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, today we'll do the interiors of the houses. But then as I was talking in the beginning of the stream, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that and talk at the same time. I didn't listen. I had zero words you said. Yeah, people that watch this muted are based, in my opinion. But yeah, we're at a pivotal moment in the drop cycle with Minecraft Live coming up as well. I think the drop releases early September. Meeps is based. Meeps is based. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and get out of your ears, and let you guys enjoy your day, afternoon, or evening, or all of them at the same time. You know, you never know. Someone could be experiencing that right now. I don't know how that'd work. But yeah, I enjoyed this stream. I hope that translated well on stream. Like, I hope you guys could, tell that I liked the stream myself. Um, but you always miss morning. I get up in the afternoon. I try to get up in the mornings, but it's really hard for me to do. All different color fires from unique items like wood colors. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry about me eating the mic at the start. Um, the worst part about that is that I'm British. If I was like anything else, it'd been better. But because I'm this monotone British adult, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I've already said that already. Um, hope you have a good rest of your day, morning, afternoon, or evening. Be sure to drink some water, take care of yourselves, and play the latest snapshot and or preview. I heard there was one that released today, and I heard that a certain item got fixed, and now the drop is saved, barring a few bug fixes. But are you from the UK? Unfortunately, yes, I am from the UK. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Ugh, fucking me, dude. One of the bad things about having long hair is that, and in the summer, dude, it gets everywhere across your face. I think I swallowed a fucking string of hair. Anyway, um, yeah, I don't promise. I'm not going to promise that I'll stream more. When I stream, you'll know, right? We'll see. There's a lot going on right now in Minecraft. I don't know if you guys heard, but the copper drop is a real thing. So maybe we'll talk about it more. Maybe not. Maybe this will be the last time you hear my voice. Maybe the copper drop will never release, and none of this means anything. In which case, I look like an idiot. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go now. I'll see you guys on Twitter and or the Discord server. And yeah, take care of yourselves.